trying to find a calm pocket for you. Steady, Miller. Your heart rate is too high. Hello. Check in, please.
Little bit, okay? Don't worry about me. That one.
Dean, our rookie's handled with a lineman. Freelancer, thank goodness you survived.
Can you hear me?
Loud and clear. That was a bad fall. How's your head? You remember the mission?
Think so. Where am I?
You're in a cataclysm. Terrible storm. With the heart of rage. You need to get to the center and shut it down by silencing the cenotaph.
Got it.
Light ammo here. Going to phase. Round 4. Beginning ring countdown. Enemy opening myself up. Shooting! Shut up. This time I'm down.
I say that it's no.
All set, Death Capital ships.
We got the answer.
Retribution hit their destroyers with everything we got. Scars, iron's hot, let's strike.
On you, Raider.
Bogey, 1 o'clock.
Bring down those skelters, Raider.
Target's at 11.
Enemy threat 12 o'clock.
Bogey, 10 o'clock.
10 missiles. Enemy threat 12 o'clock. Multiple enemy threats detected. Multiple enemy threats.
You're down.
Enemy threat 12
I'll take
o'clock.
it.
Incoming target. You're tracking me.
Threat, 8 o'clock.
Enemy threat 12 o'clock.
He's bugging out.
Get the destroyer!
He's tracking me. 2 o'clock high.
Enemy threat 3 o'clock. light ammo here.